we're talking at this point, we're on our you have to give me something I can use. Trade. Back there. And 20 seconds of phone, 30 seconds of phone. And all that stuff is posted, it comes back up at least 2 times. Nothing we necessarily need to add. We should know. We should, that was asked, it was answered, people are interrupting. It just this bangs your academic responsibility good. If you ask questions, you should know. We're not using the systems of the class. Your backpack. Take your backpack. You'll remember your backpack. I'll take a shoe. Okay, today 3.11. What is one way you can show learning with courage and curiosity? What's one way? So think about one way that you, as a person, can show courage and curiosity in your learning. Write that down. What's something you can personally do? What? To show this. To show learning with courage and curiosity. What's one specific thing you can do? In one word. A phrase is fine. How can you do this? What specifically you can do? How can you show this? What's one small action? Questions. Bless you. All right, cool. All right, so questions from the other day. A couple minutes to make sure you've answered them. Again, this is an expectation. I do have my reports ready to send people. Parents do stuff, so you need to. You don't do this stuff and it's incomplete. Remember, the phone is 6th question as well. Try to remember that. See if you learned that or not. Do your best. Make some guesses. See what you missed. At the beginning of today or the end of the other day? Oh, okay, so we did cover them up, the answers, so you can't see, so you actually see if you remember something or not. So that's one of those things, we start with the questions from the day before, or the session before, without looking at the answers, see if you actually remember. It's a good indicator of whether you're learning or not. Try your best. Okie dokie. Bless you. That's horrible. Okay, Antonia, what can I do when it hits a material? Awesome. Pedro, can light pass through all materials the same way?
No.
No, it all depends. Felicia, why can you see through some materials but not others? What is about the material that is different than others? Like if we look at this window versus this clipboard, why can you see through the window but not the clipboard? What is it? What kind of material is it made of? Is it transparent, opaque, translucent? It's transparent, so transparent, or it allows transmission, something like that. It allows transmission, or it's made of transparent material, something like that. So at this point, we want to bump up our vocabulary and start using these scientific terms. Like you can say that the material allows transmission, which is the light moving through it, or it's transparent. Did you have a question, or? You can, so you can say one opaque materials block light, right? But why can you see through some materials that others? One is transparent, the other is opaque, that's fine. For sure. Emilio, what happens to light that does not reach your eyes?
You cannot see like some objects.
Okay, we can't see it, but what happens to that light? Does it just disappear from the earth? What does it do?
Bounces or reflects.
Okay, reflects, which is bounces, or it's, what's the other one? Absorbs. Okay. And then, Vera, which affects what you see more, the object itself or the material the light hits before reaching your eyes?
The material that light.
The material of the light. Cool. And then, Silvana, what is temperature measured? You remember, want to give a guess? Or you want to ask for help? You want to ask for help? Well, we got a couple people volunteering. Energy? What kind of energy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to measure that by the speed of particles. So specifically the speed of particles. What is it? Speed of particles. Speed of particles. Awesome. Okay. Yes. So tomorrow is an assessment. It is summative. It connects to what we did in the first cycle. And this cycle, a lot of you are like, oh, what do I study? Just take your notebook home, guys. Like everything should be in your notebook. Then you cover up your notebook, you try to figure out what it was, and then if you know stuff, great. I will also put a study sheet on there.
Okay.
But like, there's no surprises here. Okay, it's the first cycle was about light, how it interacts with materials. This is about the box and drawing models, so that's what it's going to be about. There's no shocking stuff. Okay. Good question.
You are doing like you are doing the model now, like you show the model.
We're going to go over some models, yeah, and see what that looks like to know how we're doing today. We're going to be practicing models to make sure we understand that too. Okay. Awesome. Speaking of model, I actually need to see something. No, it's 6.5. Okay. All right, so today we're going to try predictions and we're going to create a new model. So this is our goal for today, that you can predict what something looks like. Cool. All right, so you're going to be making predictions. You're going to think about these words, reflection, absorption, and transmission correctly. And then we're going to create some models. These 5 words, I'm not adding any new ones. You should know these. Okay? So this could be a chance for you to go back to another session, cover up your definition, see if you remember what these words mean. And then we do also have questions. What is a prediction? Which interaction explains light bouncing off a mirror? Which interaction explains light being taken in by a wall? Which interaction explains light passing through a window, and why is a model useful when making predictions? I mean, you're going to need to know this stuff. That specific one, again, I'm doing the assessments are a little bit different. So I will put a study sheet of what you need to know.
And if you don't know 3 questions, it's fine.
The pre-question? Yeah, it's fine. They'll have a better chance because they've participated in some lessons that you have.
No, like I study Italian on my phone. Yes.
Yeah, make sure you know what those words mean. What's up? There's 3 interactions that light has with that's the material how it's made. That's not interaction, but light interacts with translucent material and interacts with opaque material. Okay, so I want to present one way we can make a model. And I want you to look at the model you made. Is that on? Last session. So you're going to be comparing. I'm not going to do the exact, like it doesn't need to exactly look like mine, but I'm going to walk through what I did, whichever one you did last session. Okay. So again, you are responsible for creating a model tomorrow. Okay, that is part of the assessment. I've said that now 4 times, so those of you who are surprised, think about maybe what's getting in your way from listening and recalling. So I'm going to go over what a model could have in it. Okay, again, yours doesn't need to look exactly like mine, but the thinking is going to be important. That's awesome. Thank you for telling me that. All right. So again, I have my box. I have my divider. This is going to be cardboard. And then it's the model you made last session, so that should be on cycle 2, I would imagine. Okay, again, mine's not going to be exactly like yours, but I am going to walk you through what I think about as I'm making the model. So I have my eye. I have a light bulb. I have paper. I have another light bulb. I have paper here, I think. Okay. Now, I looked through room B. I had cardboard here, and the light was on in room A. So the first thing I need to think about is, what did I see? And I didn't see anything. Okay? There was no light. As I put my eye up here, I could not see in here. I saw a little bit of light kind of on the outskirts of the box, but I'm not going to necessarily worry too much about that. But I do know that a light was on. So now I have to explain, why can't I see anything? So even if I don't see something, I still need to make a model of what's going on. And so I know that the light was on here, right? So I know light was coming down. I would imagine it reflects off, right? And I'm going to add an R there. It reflects off. I would imagine, too, the light goes right to the cardboard. And again, I think with the cardboard, there's some reflection. I also think there's some absorption. And see, I'm using AR, so I need to tell my people what that means. So A equals absorb. R equals reflect. Okay. Is there anything else I need to add here? I could even maybe draw more lines.
So, do we do another one?
Here, this break. So this is absorbing. This is why I can't see anything. Okay, so there's nothing going into my eye, which says I do not see anything. The only reason I know that there's paper there is because I put the paper in. I couldn't see it. Okay, so when you're looking at your model, are you using arrows, right? Is the arrow the light? Whatever you see, is it making contact with your eye? So for example, if I was on the other side, I would see the light, so the light would need to go into my eye. Right? I would see the paper, that would need to be going into my eye. The cardboard, that would need to be going into my eye. So what do we see? Anything that you see needs to be headed into, the arrow needs to be going into your eye. Okay? All right. So we're going to be practicing this some more today, and then we will redo the one-way mirror phenomenon item at the end. Okay, so predictions. A prediction is simply guessing what you think is going to happen. The more experience and knowledge that we have, the better we are at predicting. Okay. If you get a prediction wrong, is that a bad thing?
No.
Okay, you just need to know. You need to know. It depends how wrong you are. If you're predicting like aliens are going to come and abduct you today, that's not a great prediction, right?
It can happen.
It's not a great prediction. So we think about percentages and likeliness, right? Oh yeah, like could it? Yeah, it's within the realm. So this is This is my suggestion. I heard this the other day. Whenever you're thinking about predictions, never think about it in the terms of 100% or 0%. Okay? Because really nothing is ever 100% really, and nothing is ever 0%. Like Mario points out. Or like another, the connected space, the multiverse. Multiverse is great. Okay, so we're going to be practicing that today. No, we're going to start before the break, and then we'll take a break midway through, and then we'll come back in. Okay, so we have 4 different setups when it comes to boxes, and those boxes are spread throughout the classroom. So we have scenario A in the front row, scenario B in the second row, scenario C in the third row, and then we'll have scenario D here. There are specific instructions that you need to follow. Curious about, can we sit at the desk, like pretend we're at school, just for a moment, please? So I want to go through what exactly the expectation is for you. Okay? Each of the boxes is set up in a specific way, and you need to read it before you look at anything. Okay? So it says, divider, what is in the middle? So scenario A up front is the clear window. What about B? Elena, what is your divider? The real mirror. Vera, Mariana, what's yours? Cardboard. Cardboard in the back. Carlota, what's your divider? Wax paper. Next up, there's only one object. So the paper ball is in one of the rooms. Okay? In A, it's room B. Where is it in B? Room B? The paper ball might be in every room B. Room B? Paper ball?
I don't know.
Room B in the back too? Okay. And then last, where's the light supposed to be on? So is that room A or B? And then where you're supposed to look through. Now, Carmelo, before we look through, we have to make a prediction. Okay, so you're going to write down scenario or configuration A. This is my prediction. And it says, I predict blank because blank, so I expect to see blank. So you need to practice. What are you expecting to see and why do you expect to see that? Do you expect to see the ball, the paper ball? Do you not? So we don't look until we write our prediction. And then we look, we say if we were right or not, and we make a very, very quick model of what we see. Very quick. Don't get too detailed. Just arrows and whatnot.
Is that modified?
No, just in the session notes. Okay? And then we'll start rotating. So you may work with your partner, and then we'll rotate around. We're just going to do this for a few minutes first, and then go on a break. You need the notebook. Oh, there's your partner. Yeah, write down your prediction before you look in. You write your prediction. What are you, this is how you get lucky. Gentlemen, we're here. We're making a lot more tea. Here we go. Emilio, you're with Molly. What's up? Bounty, you're with Jose. Sit down, please. Bounty, it's not time. It's not time. It's not good work. What's up? Write that on imagination further. In your notebook, not on the paper. In the notebook, not on the paper. Round team, this is the third time question. When you look, you do a quick model. Then you say, were you at or not? You're going to see it. So the lights on the room, baby. We have a cardboard wall, and you're going to look through.
I predict
One per box. These boxes are the same. Those are different. Have a different divider. Yeah, remember, look to see where the light is. Look to see where you're supposed to look here. Another 2 minutes. Well, what does it say? It says paper ball room B, light on in room A only, and look through room A. Good one. What's that? About the cardboard You can make a quick model, say whether your prediction was right or not. Once you make your prediction, look.
I do a prediction. Is that the cardboard?
Prediction, look, were you right or not? And then make a model. Make a model. Quick one. Were you right? Look. And then once you're written, then you check. That's it, and then make a very quick model.
Let's go!
Real mirror. Well, you're supposed to be in room A only and room A. Only light on in it. Room B. You're right. There's a check mark and then a roll. This is a real quick model. No.
I already did.
Did it work? Check. But that was from right there. It was lighted up there. Alright, we're gonna pause and go on break and then come back. All right. Going on break.
¡Wow! ¡Qué súper necesario! Buena pizza, ¿qué? I do still crack. Oh, it's what? Oh, yes. What? Those veggies.
We don't need that stuff in the class. I'm good, thank you. Fruit, vegetable, fine. Crackers, no.
Yo le metí bolazo en acá, debajo del mundo, porque uno lo sabe y los vivos se hace así. Yo le metí bolazo es como se llama, es como amigas al puesto.
Okay, at this point, we'll get there. At this point, please pass your box and the instructions to the partners behind you. No, it's ours. That's your new one. So again, pass your box and the instructions to the people behind you. Was it the new one? Here, Austin, no. Yeah, the instructions. So again, same thing. Read through the setup. Read through the setup, make your prediction. So look at the setup, make a prediction of the new configuration. Make sure you're doing it the way it's supposed to, what room you're supposed to be looking through, what light you're supposed to be looking through. Make a prediction, look at it, and then make an the new setup. Okay, write down your prediction first. You're not writing down your prediction first. You write down your prediction first. What's that? Well, I mean, real quick. 3, 2, 1, 0. You should only have C. If you are not making predictions first, you're not practicing for tomorrow and seeing if you know what you're doing. You need to predict first.
It's better this way. You do this. Hola. Hola.
There is a specific thing that you're supposed to be doing. Asking questions.
Writing in the box.
Where's your mom? Now, two moms. You're not. And 2 directions, 2 miles at this point. Well, what is it? It's a mirror. Can you see through here? It's a real mirror. It's not all like Alright, 1 more minute, we'll start Just wait, just be patient. Yeah, he's done. Alright, at this point, hand your box and the instructions to the people behind you. And then do your third prediction. Read through the setup. We're on to our third prediction. Read through the configuration. Well, know what you're supposed to be doing. Tell your partner what the configuration is. So you're going to miss the 2 things. So I'm going to write you down as
No, that is the first one.
If you need to, why would you understand the question? Well, you gotta make sure you get Look at the box, see, you're right, and draw a model. Then you have a third model now. You like that? But you can't see it. Watch.
I got right because it blocked.
So 3 predictions at this point. Were you correct each time? 3 models. How to pass the box. Alright, remember passing the box and the instructions. The last configuration. The last configuration. You're welcome.
I can't see it. How do you say
Reflection. But it's called reflection because the light is reflected. Yeah. What's that? It's a rear mirror, but only one side is a mirror. So it's kind of like a wall. Alright, another minute.
Hola, chicos, Mario. I can see a chico Mario. I mean, I can't say oh my god, so fun because I have so many guns. Tommy will put his pants if you don't go.
Alright, finishing up in about 30 seconds. If you're finished with your box, please bring it up to the table. And the setup, configuration. Be careful, please be careful, be careful. Stop. No, absolutely. We should respect it. Everybody did that for us. Again, boxes up in the front table, please. And moving on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Quick conversation with your partner. Which interaction helped you make the most accurate prediction? So when we're thinking about interactions, which one was the simplest to think about? Talk to each other. Talk is the question. Answer the question with Pompey. Three, 2, 1, 0. Let's see. Miguel, what do you think? Was there one interaction that was kind of simpler to think about than the other ones?
Yes, I think that was like the divider.
But which one? But which divider do you think?
I don't select this.
What's that?
I don't select. I don't.
So which of the dividers kind of was the simplest to predict, do you think?
The cardboard.
The cardboard was that?
Because I know it will absorb all that.
Okay, you know exactly what's going to happen. The mirror tended to be the tricky one because which side was the mirror on and which side was it reflected? Yeah, one thing.
Like, and the most simple of that was the window because the light and the window, like the light passed through.
Yeah, transits, right? Because that window is transparent, possibly. As you went through the testing process, did you become more aware of anything with mom? Talk to your partner. What did you see? What did you say? Three, 2, 1, 0. Felix, anything happened for your mom making? We're done talking at this point. So, what changed for your model?
The size.
The size of it? Like you started, what do you mean?
Hold
on, bounce.
But when it's bigger, you have more space.
It's really good. Yeah, some of us draw super small. It'd be hard to annotate them. Okay. Any questions about this? This is something you'll be presented with a scenario like this on the assessment. And you'll have to kind of walk through it and think about it and create a model. Yes, sir.
How much of a grade would be on the arrow?
Again, you get grades on everything you do. So you'll have grades on like the first cycle information. You'll get grades on the second cycle information. You'll get grades on the model.
Trivia. We will do trivia now.
All right.
Let's do that.
What we're going to do next is I'm going to show you again the one-way mirror. Okay, we're going to look at that and think about it. And then you're going to make one more model in your cycle 2 models, and your partner's going to check it. Okay? So let me see if I can do this well. That's going to be like that. Hold on a second. This is more complicated than I thought. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So let's try and see what we see here. Okay, so the light is on in A. We see the paper, and we're looking through A. So we see the paper, and we see the reflection of the paper. So now I'm going to move the light to room B. Yeah, it is. See, that's room B. So again, room A, there's the reflection. Room B, right? We see a different piece of paper. Okay. So think about what is happening. Think about what we're seeing. That's the one-way mirror. So at this point, our final model of cycle 2. Okay, these are the parts. Make sure all of that's in your model. This is what's happening. Think about what do you see. Are you going to draw with the light on in A or the light on? Let's do this. Everybody draw the light on in B. The light on in B. One-way mirror. No, this one is one-way mirror. Light on in B, looking through A. What's that? Cycle 2. On the one-way mirror. Looking through A. The line is on B, and you're looking through A, and there's a one-way mirror. No, it's a one-way mirror, so we don't know exactly. I'll show you what it looks like. And this is the one-way mirror. Here, look, look, this is the one-way mirror. Elaine, this is the one-way mirror. It's the same one you said. This is the one-way mirror. Doesn't matter. We're looking on A and the light's on B. In both.
This is the several here. How much time do we have to
About 5 minutes. So we're gonna end here soon.
You got that from Vic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy that same one.
Nice. And study. Good idea. Very good idea. I found it. I didn't buy it.
All right, another minute, then you'll check your part. Oh man, this went longer than I thought.
Don't guys study.
I guess we'll skip the thing.
So again, depending on how comfortable the models are, then you know you need to understand and practice. So again, take your notebooks home. That's a very good piece to study, is your notebooks. All right, question 1, what is a prediction?
Is
All right, so what we expect to happen before we test. That's our prediction.
Mr. Light.
Which interaction explains light bouncing off a mirror?
Mr. Light is good. What will happen?
What we think will happen.
Guessing something is
What we
going to
think will happen.
Yes.
Which interaction explains light bouncing off a mirror? That is your
Reflect.
reflection, reflect, something like that. Which interaction explains light being taken by a wall? Let people think. It's absorption. 4, which interaction explains light passing through a window? The first one was this one. This one here? It's a-
No.
And this is the third one. So this is transmission, transmitting.
The last question.
And why is a model useful when making predictions? So again, once you start understanding how light interacts with things and behaves, we show that understanding with models that helps us to be better predictors. Once everyone's standing up, the chair's pushed in, we'll start trivia.